Alright, what's up guys? This is Life Existentially, back for another week, checking out the new Summerboard. I just got it in the mail, I'm super excited. Let's get this thing unboxed and show you guys what it comes with. Alright guys, check it out. So this is the new Summerboard that I just picked up. Super excited. I've been waiting like 2 months for this thing to come in, so I was super excited when it got here. This is the top of the deck. As you can see, the battery pack's right here. You got regular grip tape in the deck right there. But on the underside is where all the magic happens. So you have two casters right here that rotate 360 degrees, and essentially what happens is you put these in line and you give a response to your remote and it goes. And I think they said about 25 miles per hour is top speed for this thing. First off, what we can tell is the best right here. Much better than the Leaf Tech from what I've heard. I did not personally own a Leaf Tech, but I heard that the wheels were really kind of bad for trying to get over bumps and stuff, maybe in sidewalk or some streets and stuff. So they upgraded, got these super big wheels right here, which are supposed to help you roll over more things. These wheels, straight from Summerboard, they roll super well. It seems like all the bearings are greased up and ready to go. So on this side, oops. On the underside here, you can see here's the power switch. And when you hit that power switch, it turns on, it lights up green. And then once it connects to the controller, I believe it goes white. Nope, it goes white, it's ready to go. Alright, so all you have to do after that is hook up your controller and you can go. However, right now, I'm just going to turn that off. It comes from the factory, all set up, ready to go, battery charged from what I understand. We're going to find out just how charged it is when I start rolling on it, which we'll get to in a little bit. It comes with risers on the regular set of trucks that it comes with. And from my understanding, that's to help pick those up, which gives you less height difference from this center wheel to the two outside wheels. And so after you're done doing your novice beginner learning how to ride stuff, you're able to, they recommend that you take these risers off and drop those down so you have more articulation between your casters and your regular trucks. Another thing I've noticed is very hefty. I would say probably 25 to 30 pounds for the board. That's just my best guess from picking it up right here. So if you don't like lugging things around, this board might not be for you because it is rather heavy. I've never had another electric skateboard in any fashion, so I have nothing to compare it to. I just know, obviously compared to my regular skateboard decks that I ride around, this is relatively heavy. When you flip it over, I showed you the power switch here, but on the opposite caster is the charger right here, and that just pops right out, little rubber grommet, and that's where you insert to actually charge the board. All in all, I saw a review on this board when I was looking to buy, and they said the battery was kind of hard to pick up and out of the shell, so I'm going to try that. I'm going to try picking up that battery right now, and we'll see exactly how hard it is. Alright, so they weren't lying. It is a little bit cumbersome to get up out of here. So the one side's out. It's just the other side that's being a pain. But I don't want to break it right now, so I will look at the instruction manual online that they provide you a link to in your email and figure out exactly how to get that off. Alright guys, so first thing you have is your controller. There's two little buttons that you depress down here by the charger port, and you hold those for like 5 to 6 seconds and then it'll come on. I tried it out already. It works as advertised, and this thing really gets up and goes really quick. I just barely pressed the thumb with no weight on it, and it shot off like a rocket. It looks like we've got some extra truck bolts right here. We've got our mounting plates for our bindings, and then we have our bindings right here, and our charger for the remote, a nice little toolkit, and then the board charger. So that is everything that comes in this package, along with a little quick start guide, which tells you to visit the training site and go through the video step by step. All right, guys, so if you're like me, you really want to see me ride this thing and see how well it goes. I'll give you a little bit of backstory on me. The last time I snowboarded, I think I was like 14, so it's been 15 plus years since I snowboarded last. So I'm incredibly excited to get on this thing, and hopefully I haven't lost too much of my snowboarding from 15 years ago. But I skateboard a lot as I can. And the way I actually learned how to snowboard was by teaching myself how to do reverts on the skateboard, so that I had to use my back foot. I got used to using that and very comfortable with it, so that when I did go snowboard, it only took me about 5 minutes to really learn, and that was mostly just stopping so I didn't fly down the hill. Alright guys, what's up? It's the next day. Went to go take the board out yesterday, and it just started downpouring out of nowhere. So I rolled around in my garage a little bit, and just some initial impressions from that. It is a little hard to find your balance at first, and I particularly had some issues with heel sliding, but after 10 to 15 minutes I was able to just go around in a little maybe 10-foot circle in my garage. So I'm gonna throw up some video right now of actually being out in the street since it's not raining, and hope you guys like it. Alright guys, hopefully you guys see that last one. Hopefully the hyperlapse got it. Basically, after about 30 to 45 minutes total on this board, I was able to do a complete circle without falling off. Down about 60 to 80 feet, and then turn, and then come back, and then turn at the back end. And so that was probably the most exciting part of the day so far. Alright guys, I had to go in, take a break. I'm sure there's plenty of battery left on the Summerboard, but my GoPro's about to die, so I'm going to charge that up and take a little rest, man, because I hurt my back the other day and it's just been killing me. But I wasn't going to let it stop me from doing this video. So I'm out there trucking along, and yeah, so my biggest issue, I think you guys saw the making it all the way around, but is turning. When you get turned all the way around, if you overturn, I haven't figured out the balance point to correct that so that you don't go flying off the board. Other than that, this board is pretty sweet. Steep learning curve, but I think anyone who is willing to try it will have a lot of fun on it. Alright guys, getting footage while riding on this thing is really fucking difficult. Alright guys, hopefully you can see this. Hopefully it's not too dark. But I finally found my rhythm on this thing, and it feels great. So the Summerboard, if you're watching, that snowboard video comparison really helped. Once I got my snowboard mechanics back, twisting my shoulders and my torso and my knees and stuff, it really helped get used to the board a lot faster. So definitely push that more. Here you go. there you have it. All right, guys, what's up? Welcome to day 3 plus about 2 weeks. So I just wanted to give you guys an update. I've been on the board a couple times in the past 2 weeks, but really I kind of hurt myself, probably because I wasn't listening to the instructions. But essentially what happened was I put the bindings on because I felt that it was easier for me to manhandle the board and push it around where I wanted it to go. And it was originally. And then once I started getting my slides down and doing 180s, I couldn't find the edge again, and I was ended up just taking big spills because my feet were attached to the board and I wasn't ready to be attached to the board switch. So I took the bindings back off and spent a little bit more time going slow, learning the ropes, and I think I'm doing a lot better now. Anyway, I'm gonna roll some of this tape now so you guys can see some of the progress I've made for day 3 plus 2 weeks or so. All right, guys, so one of the main things that I've noticed from just getting used to the board over the past couple weeks since my back stopped hurting was comfort level on the board. Without the bindings, I feel much more comfortable than I did, and like I'm able to do slides and at least get it around and start moving switch. I'm definitely not proficient at it yet, and as you can see, I keep falling off the dang board. Talking while recording and trying to figure out which direction I want to go on this thing is a little cumbersome. So I'm gonna stop talking now. Just kind of roll on with it. All right, guys, let's talk about some of the stuff that I don't like about this board. Number one is the charger port. And so for some reason, I don't know if it's supposed to be backwards like they sent it or not, but the grommet that holds the charger port in came out as soon as I unplugged the grommet to plug in the charger the first time. It like ripped halfway out, and now it doesn't want to sit right, and I've tried screwing it back in. I'll probably just take the assembly apart and fix it later, but it's a minor thing, but it's kind of annoying. Also, my controller, when I got it, I was so excited at the time I didn't even realize it, but the screen that displays how fast you're going and the miles per hour, kilometers per hour, and that data was not working. So I didn't realize it until a couple weeks after I had owned the board, and by then it was, you know, I sent a letter to the company, and I'm waiting for a response back. But all in all, I'll probably just take the controller apart and figure out why it's loose and shaking, I'll put that video up right here so you can hear the shaking in there. But for some reason, it came loose before I even fell off the board. I mean, it was from the manufacturer. So that's something to be wary of. But other than that, I think those are really minor things. You don't really need to know how fast you're going. Although that's a nice little feature. So it helps you, I think, track your progress when you start carving up at higher speeds. You're like, oh man, I went from 10 miles an hour to 15 miles an hour and I'm shredding this hill now. So I think that's pretty cool. All right, guys, things I really like about this board. Number one, it's super fun. I've had just a blast on it, man. Every time I get on the board, I'm smiling, I'm having a good time. Even if I'm wiping out, it's still fun. I definitely recommend it if it's in your price range. Number two, the mileage I think is great for what it is. You can make up mileage regen braking if you've got a lot of hills in your area. I don't, but I haven't found it to be a problem because I will go, 30-minute sessions every day or two, and it'll last about week to a week and a half depending on how many 30-minute sessions I do. So I don't have to worry about charging the batteries consistently like every night or something like that. I would say as a commuter board, probably not as good. At least in the beginning. Maybe once you're really used to the board, it's probably really easy to commute on it. But I think carving back and forth so much, if you're in a crowded area, especially a metropolitan area where there's a lot of people around, you're not going to have the maneuverability you need to really carve through those people safely. But overall, I think this is a great board, and anyone who buys this board is definitely going to enjoy it. Guys, hopefully you liked that video. If you did, like, subscribe, let me know what you think in the comments below. And then the next video you guys will see on our channel should be an update of the past 3 months or so. So see you then.